Hello. It is Thursday at 11, and like every Thursday, I am coming to you live. And today I'm talking about how to overcome failure in career and in life. Um, I've been posting on failure all this week, and the one that seemed to really resonate was failure is a label. And failure is a label that we create. It is of our own making. And the thing is that once we have created the label, we can't help but seek it out again, if only to prove that avoiding failure was the right thing to do. So we kind of reinforce those beliefs. Once we paint the label of failure, then it becomes a seed in our mind, and one we're destined to find again and again. Um, you know, what is your approach to failure? I mean, we've all failed somewhere, whether it's personally or professionally. Maybe you've been terminated. Maybe you failed in marriage. Maybe you failed in your health and fitness and a diet and gained the weight back. Maybe there's just things that you've said that you didn't mean to, and they've caused consequences. But what I want to chat about today is that your attitude towards failure. So what I posted today is that failure is an attitude, not an outcome. And that means that you have control and influence over it. But the problem is that whether it's big or small, sometimes we can kind of latch onto it and say, yeah, that's not something I can do, or I'm not going to try that again because I'll just fail. And it becomes so comfortable that we're not even aware that we've picked it up and we carry it with us, and it's become part of our identity, and it holds us back. So how you respond to failure is really important to you, bouncing back, being resilient, moving towards whatever it is that you want in your career, in your business, in your life. So failure is defined as a lack of success, and that's it. And but that's just a moment in time. So just because you didn't have success at that particular point doesn't mean that you can't have success in the future. So where do you go from there? And how do you create that success, but on your terms, not anybody else's? So as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, or a careerist, here's what successful people know about failure. So I am going to give you 5 strategies to deal with failure, 5 steps, 5 things that you can move through. You may choose one, you may choose all of them. They don't have to be in order, but here is what I want you to know so that you can be successful in moving forward. So the first step is to, number 1, reframe the situation. So how can you think about the situation differently? Maybe you were laid off from a position. Your position was eliminated, okay? Perhaps it was a company constraint. Maybe it was something that there had to be a reduction in the workforce, and you're taking it personally. So you need to reframe how you think about it and know that that was the company. It's not a reflection on you. So you change the way that you think about it. Even if you were let go from your job, maybe it was with cause, maybe it was a performance issue. And so you see that as a failure, and you feel that you carry it around and it feels heavy to you. It is that perhaps another way of reframing the situation is the job wasn't a good fit. The job wasn't allowing you to use your skills, and it wasn't giving you an opportunity to advance. And so maybe you were bumping up against that, and that was part of the problem. So looking at it, or reframing your thinking about it as to, okay, it's done. How do I move forward and make choices that are better for me? I've seen it again and again from clients, and even posts of people who have been furloughed, or people who have had to find another job. And they say, I'm not just going to take anything. I'm really going to give some thought, and I'm going to choose something that is a better fit for me. So that's a reframe in thinking. So reframing is a very powerful strategy. to move you forward, to reorient your thinking in a more positive direction for you. So that's the first strategy. Oh, and in addition to that, I want to talk about mistakes because a while ago I came across a definition of mistake that I just loved. And the definition of mistake is it is merely a choice that doesn't serve you well. And the reason that I love the definition is because it's a choice. You made a choice and you get to make another choice the next time, a different choice, one that does serve you better. So that's a reframe on thinking about mistakes differently as well. So the second strategy is to deal with the emotions around the failure. Okay, so whether your career has ended by choice or by chance, whether you have a marriage that has ended or a fallout with a family member or some other failure in your life, you carry emotions around that. You feel bad about it. It weighs on you. It's heavy. So, feelings are actually a good thing. Even if they don't make you feel so well, they're a good thing. And here is why. Your feelings are a way that you get a sign that something needs to change, that this isn't going according to your plan, that this is not really what you want, and you need to do something different as a result. So those feelings are a red flag. So you've got to find a way to deal with them so that you're taking different action and getting a different result. So negative emotions like anger, sadness, fear, guilt, are something that can help you, but you're not meant to carry them. You're supposed to learn from it, take a different action, and then the emotions go away. But the issue is that we get comfortable with feeling that way. We get comfortable if somebody has, in our minds, wronged us and we're mad about it, we get comfortable with that mad. We say, I'm entitled to that mad. They did that to me. But the problem is that as long as you hold on to that perspective and you hold on to that emotion, then all of your energy and your focus is geared towards that situation and that person. So you've got to find a way to deal with the negative emotions, process them, learn what you need to, and then let them go. This might be that you talk to someone. It might be that you journal about it. It might be that you meditate about it. Maybe you exercise, and that helps you work over your mad or your sad or whatever it is that you're carrying around related to this failure. But you've got to, that's a piece of it. You've got to find a way to deal with the emotions. So that's the second tip. The third tip is that I want you to employ forgiveness. So in a situation where you have failed, whether it's professionally or it's personally, you have an attitude about someone or something. So something caused this, even if it's yourself that you caused it. And whether it's another person or it's yourself, you have to forgive. Because withholding forgiveness only keeps you stuck. Withholding forgiveness from someone allows them to have all the cards, to have all the power. So if you want to empower yourself, if you want to move forward with clarity and focus and confidence, then you've got to cut the ties to the past. And sometimes that means that you have to do a process with yourself. You have to forgive yourself for an intended or unintended mistake that you made. Because as long as you hold on to that, you keep yourself stuck and probably feeling pretty frustrated. So in my studies of Huna, we have a forgiveness process called Hooponopono. And I've got some links on it around my social media or on my website. If you want it, send me an email. I can send it to you. But it's a forgiveness process that makes it right on both sides. And what that does is it allows you to move on. It's not for the other person. It's for you. So forgiveness is something that you need to focus on. The fourth strategy is to uncover your limiting beliefs. Because the thing is that limiting beliefs are, so negative emotions run part-time. So you're mad at someone, you get over it. Or you're mad at someone, but you're not mad at them for every single moment of the day, right? So negative emotions aren't part-time. Limiting beliefs are. Limiting beliefs are thoughts that you have about yourself that hold you back, that keep you stuck, that keep you from moving forward. And you'll know when these are popping up because you'll hear yourself say things like, well, I can't do that, or I'm not good at that, or I'll never be able to, or I failed at that, I'm not going to try it again. Those are things, ways of thinking that keep you stuck. And the thing is that failure, limiting beliefs just thrive on failure, almost like mold in a damp basement. So failure really can breed a lot of limiting beliefs. And so you have to be aware. What I suggest is that you catch it, you challenge it, and you change it. So you catch those limiting beliefs and you become aware of those limiting beliefs when they pop up, that you challenge those limiting beliefs. Okay. Give them a hard time and deal with the facts about what it is that you're thinking about this failure. Is it true? Did it happen this way? Is there another way to look at it? And then finally, you change it and you move in a different direction with your thinking, a way of thinking that allows you to bounce back and move towards what it is that you want professionally or personally, that failure doesn't mire you down. And then the fifth strategy I want to share with you today is embracing the feedback. Whenever we fail at something, we get feedback. And that feedback is just what you need to get to the next level, because otherwise you wouldn't have failed. Otherwise you would have known it and you would have done it and you wouldn't have failed. So failing is a necessary piece of success, and feedback is the way that you connect the dots. So some people are uncomfortable with feedback. They don't like it. They take it personally. Embrace it as a gift. It is certainly your way forward from here. So those are the 5 strategies that I want you to keep in mind. So we've got reframing how you think about it. We have finding a way to deal with the emotions so they don't keep you stuck. Employing forgiveness so that you can move on, even if you have to forgive yourself. Uncovering your limiting beliefs, those full-time ways of thinking that just keep you holding you back and not getting to your potential. And then finally, embracing your feedback so that you can get to the next level. So I'm Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity, and I am putting together or have put together a 6-week mastermind that helps you move from stuck and frustrated to clear and focused, and maybe even beyond to fulfilled in your career and life. If this is something that you might be interested in, I would love to have a discussion with you. And if that's the case, then you can go to claritywithdebbie.com. So that's claritywithdebbie.com. And I'd be happy to have a conversation with you to see if it might be a fit, or if there's another way that I can help you. So until the next time, until next Thursday and every Thursday at 11, here is wishing you the clarity that you deserve. So have a really great day, and bye-bye for now.